DearPiggy's HTML CSS tutorial. So like I promised in this video, we are going to be working with a little bit of media. So we're going to first start off with audio, which means that we will be able to essentially play some sort of sound effect or sound on our web page. So first thing that we need to do is we need to actually find some sound. So this should be relatively easy. I have a nice website for you guys to go to. Just search up bensound.com, and it's a pretty nice website, has some cool sound. At least this was the most popular one, of the first one that popped up when I searched up sound effects that didn't have an ad on it. So you could say like play this one. Okay, so we can use this one as our sound effects. Again, feel free to choose whichever one you want. Really easy process. Click the download button over here, and it's going to ask you, go ahead and choose the free one. At least that's the one I'm going to use, and it's going to download it on your bottom right-hand corner. So I am not going to touch it, but it should automatically go to your downloads folder on your desktop. It might be different for you, but at least for me, it's the downloads folder. For most people as well, I believe it is your downloads folder. Just so you guys can take a look here, if I go to my downloads in my files, then this is what it's called. It's called bensound-hey. So this is the one that I'm going to be using. So we found our sound. Let's go ahead and get started. So go to your REPL, and the first thing after we create our REPL, we're going to have to import our sound into the REPL. And there's actually a pretty simple way to do this. Go ahead and over here on your files where you see your three dots on the side, click it and say upload file. We only have one file, so we're going to upload it. Whoopsies. Now remember how I mentioned that we'd save this in the download file automatically. So go to your downloads, choose bensound-hey or whichever one it is, and click open. So then you should see in your files here, there should be one called bensound.hey, and when you play it, so this is what it should basically be in there. Okay, so that means we have everything good and ready to go. One more thing to make life easier, I'm going to click on the three dots and rename it. The easier your name is, the easier your life will be when you're importing these. So I'm just going to call it Hey. Alrighty, now let's go back to our slide. A couple things I want to show you guys. The tag is very easy, simple. It's the audio tag. You will have one keyword in there called controls. We'll talk about what it is in a second. And then, most importantly, there are three types of audio. There is MP3, which is the one that is most common and the one that we happen to have right now. There is OGG, and there is WAV, or W-A-V. I actually have never seen WAV or OGG, but I'm sure there must be some people using it somewhere. These are the three audios that are supported by HTML. When you are inserting, when you're kind of using the clips, you should always give different, I guess, in a way, options, but we'll only be using the MP3 tag. So go ahead and create your audio tag just like this, and then come into your audio tag. The first thing we need to do is we need to tell our audio tag where should we find the audio from. So we're going to do a source tag. So the source is not really a tag because we'll never close it. So you'll never do /source. Then come inside and do src is equal to, and this is asking where is the source. Now, of course, we cannot give it a link or anything like that. We're just going to say hey.mp3. We're going to give the file name along with the file extension. So be sure you don't forget the .mp3 part. Then write another part after your quotation marks that says type is equal to, and then say audio /mp3. This is saying what type is this file. It's an audio file of mp3 type. So this is our main source. This should be good to go, but in order to back up just in case, we'll do a little bit more. So we will create two more source tags. These are for just in case that you might have a different type of file, or if you have hey.ogg or hey.wave. Basically, this is saying this is like a backup. If you don't have an MP3 file, what would you do? Again, it will do you no harm if you add in all three. In fact, that is the safe way. But if not, just go ahead and stick with whatever file type you have over here as your extension. So hey.ogg is the other one. Type is equal to, and then we would say audio \ogg. So I think we're starting to get the hang of the pattern a little bit more. Hey.wave type is equal to audio \wave. So now I've showed you all three ways you could use these as your sources. Next, this is very much optional. I can add some text after these sources to say, your browser doesn't support, I'm having trouble typing today, guys, this tag. This text is basically, if all else fails, if every single one of these source tags fails, then it will give you this text, which, crossing your fingers, you will never see this text, because then that would mean that none of these worked. So your browser doesn't support this tag. Run your code. We are missing one part, but run your code and see what happens. Well, nothing. So one thing that you need to remember is you need to put your controls keyword in here. How you do that is you just come in here and you say controls. So you said controls, perfect, run your code, and it pops up. Now, why is that? What does controls mean? Before, when we did not have controls, we did not see anything. But controls is essentially, you see this play button, the time, the sound, and these three little dots? These are like your controls, so that you can control the audio, like pause, play, the sound, all of that. Without this, you would never see this little circular thing appear, and you would never be able to play it. So run your code, it appears on your web page. Hear your audio. So basically now we can hear our audio. So this is the audio tag. Again, just to go over it, there are three different major types of audio. There is MP3, most widely used. There is OGG and Wave. Again, to download it, just go to whatever site you want, download whatever type of file, and import it into Replit using the three dots. Change it to an easy name, and then use your source tag, singular tag, to import it here. And never forget your controls keyword. So yeah, that was the audio tag. We will do the video tag next, which is almost the same exact thing as our audio tag. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.